One show that has left an impact on me and continues to do so is Dragon Ball Z. And what makes this show so special is not because of the crazy fights or the crazy power-ups. It's because of the characters. One of my favorite characters in the show is Goku, Earth's savior sent from planet Vegeta. Goku has helped inspire me to keep pushing even during the tough times in my life and has been a beacon of hope when I needed light. It sounds silly to say these things about a fictitious character, but I'll show you why. Lesson number 1, always up for the challenge. One of the things I love about Goku is his general lack of fear when approaching a new enemy or a new fight. It doesn't matter how powerful the enemy is or all the legends surrounding it, he goes in with the calmness and excitement to test his strength in battle and to take on the challenge. This is apparent in his fight against Frieza. Leading up to his first encounter and fight with Frieza, on his way to Namek, King Kai told Goku to avoid Frieza at all costs, and Goku's initial reaction was why? Why deny myself a chance to fight someone even stronger than me? Then when he arrives on Namek, he takes down the Ginyu Force but gets injured during the process. He's in the rejuvenation chamber and he can feel the battle that is going on with Frieza against his friends. As soon as he's healed, he heads straight towards Frieza and with no fear in his eyes, walks right up to him ready to fight.
You that Freezer guy?
I am Lord Frieza, yes?
Awesome! I'ma deck you in the schnoz!
That specific scene encapsulated who Goku is at his core. When all of his friends were scared to either fight or take a shot at Frieza, Goku was the one who stood up to him. And this isn't just having an absurd amount of confidence, but it's also trusting the dedication and process he put into his training. He trusted that process, and by the time he got ready to fight someone stronger than him, like Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu, he got excited about that. Admittedly, this mindset has been hard to adopt in the real world, especially when it comes to the corporate world and playing team sports. For example, when I play pickup soccer, when I notice that the other team tends to have a lot of good players or I'm playing against some really good people, my confidence can start to suffer because I'm not a very good player myself. And when my confidence drops, that's when I stop making passes, when I stop taking people on, and I tend to hide away from the game. But the times when I don't pay attention to the skill level and just focus on having fun and improving my skills, that's when I'm able to complete passes, take people on, and just try new things for the sake of it. There is value in viewing challenges as Goku did. He made it fun for himself because he always thought of it as a way to test his skills and to better himself. And when he was fighting someone, he was never scared of looking like a fool or potentially dying. And obviously when you're in real life, the stakes will never be as high as you dying, but the worst that could happen is when you're playing team sports, you look like a fool. But I'd rather look like a fool than to never try at all. Lesson number 2, finding extra strength in a time of need. Another aspect that has made Goku this mythical being is his ability to harness strength in a time of need. There's so many examples to choose from the show, but one of my favorites is in the movie The Return of Cooler, where Goku and Vegeta are trapped inside the ship and Cooler has his robotic arms surrounded by Goku, and Goku's able to free himself from it to protect his friends and harness this great energy blast to blast that Cooler and to destroy him. And objectively speaking, there's just something so cool about the fact that when he's beaten to the ground and there's like no hope left, he somehow finds the extra strength to defeat the enemy or to give himself a slight power boost to keep going. It's in his mindset that he won't be beaten today. And that mindset is similar to what has made Michael Jordan this mythical figure as well. Because whenever Michael Jordan was exhausted or tired, he somehow found the extra strength to keep going. It was evident in, I believe it was in the 1996 NBA Finals against the Utah Jazz, where he had his famous flu game. And he somehow managed to draw the strength to play an entire game after recovering from food poisoning the night before and led the Chicago Bulls to victory. It's those moments and that mindset that has made Goku and Michael Jordan so special and so mythical. Now this is hard to do, but this idea of finding extra strength in your hard times isn't anything new. In fact, it was made popular by David Goggins in his famous cookie jar example. The cookie jar represents all the moments you've triumphed in the past or times when you pushed through the pain to accomplish your goal. So when you're feeling low on energy or motivation, take a dip into the cookie jar to give yourself that extra push to keep going. The most obvious real-world example of this is when, let's say when you're training and you give yourself one more rep when you feel like giving up. But let's say you're not into weight training and let's say, for example, you're trying to start a YouTube channel. In the times I've noticed, in the times when I don't feel like script writing or setting up the camera, I just do it anyway because I know the times when I just push through the pain and set up the camera and start script writing, those things are going to get me closer to achieving my goals. Just as Goku used the motivation of saving his friends and family from evil as his extra fuel, I use the vision of what I want my life to look like as the extra fuel to get me over the line. And by doing this, there's just this inherent cool feeling you can get when you can end the day knowing you can look yourself in the mirror and just know that you gave it your all today. Lesson number 3, always looking for masters. When I look at Goku's life, what's really unique about it is his ability to be coachable and his ability to always seek mentors throughout his life. At an early age, he met Master Roshi, then Korin, then Kami, who all left a profound impact on him in the original Dragon Ball. Then in Z, he met King Kai, who taught him the Kaioken and Spirit Bomb technique, and in Super, he learned the ability to harness the power of the gods from Beerus and Whis. No matter his strength, he was never afraid to go to someone for help. He always knew that he needed to go for someone to improve his strength. It takes a lot of humility to take a step back from your ego and to know that it's okay to ask others for help. This is why life coaches, financial coaches, and relationship coaches are always in need. Having an expert in your field can help open your mind to new ideas and new techniques. And all those techniques and ideas can help make you stronger and better. And what I love about Goku's life is that he's maintained the same level of respect for all of his coaches throughout his entire life. No matter what his skill level or how powerful he got, he still maintained the same respect for Kami, Master Roshi, Beerus, Whis. No matter who the mentor was, he always respects them. I always try to remember this because it's very easy in the moment to know the impact someone has in your life, but as you get older and you evolve, it's important to realize that the person you are now is because that person in the past had a small impact on you throughout your life. Lesson number 4, approaching life with a happy attitude and not taking yourself too seriously. I think one of the reasons Goku resonated with so many people was not because of his incredible strength, but his ability to not take himself too seriously.
What'd you do that for?
Being able to laugh at your own mistakes and have this childlike naivety to you is a very attractive quality to have. Obviously, when he was fighting his enemies, he was very serious, but when he was surrounded by his friends and family, he showcased this goofy side to him. This is something I've struggled with a lot, especially when I entered college because I had a very serious demeanor about myself. And it wasn't until my junior year of college when I started to take myself a little less seriously and started to laugh at myself a bit more. So nowadays, I try to give myself a bit of grace and allow myself to laugh at my mistakes and just have this goofy side of myself. And it hasn't been perfect, but I realize that you don't have to be serious 24/7 to make a positive impact on someone. Lesson number 5, never satisfied. This is what makes Goku the strongest character in the series, is the fact that he's never satisfied and is always looking to improve his strength. Even in times in peace, when the earth is not in danger, he's always looking at ways to improve his strength, whether that means finding a new master or refining his own techniques. He knows that if he rests on his laurels, the earth will be in danger when a new enemy shows up. This is a common self-help motto, but it's so true. You're at the biggest risk of slipping when you allow yourself to get too comfortable. Comfort brings peace, and when you have it, it's easy to slack off on the habits that brought you that comfort feeling in the first place. This happened to me when I landed my first corporate job and when I moved to NYC. For the first time in my life, I'd gotten a lot of the things that I wanted in life. I got to live in a big city, lived in a nice apartment, and had, a decent amount of money to buy the things that I wanted. And because of that, I stopped focusing on YouTube as much, stopped reading, and I stopped working out all the time. Now that I'm unemployed, I'm forced to get back into this growth and training mindset. And my story is the perfect example of when you think you're at the top is when you need to start refining yourself and keep getting better. Don't let yourself slip in the face of comfort. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't enjoy your life. Please do. You should enjoy everything that your life has to offer. But please take some time to refine yourself and to find little things that you can do to continue to get better. Just like Goku has always done, prepare yourself for the looming threat, even if it's not obvious. Hi, my name is Yash, and this channel is all about helping you live your best life. It features a mix of video essays like today, book reviews, and tech reviews to make our lives a little bit easier. If any of that sounds interesting to you, please consider supporting the channel by hitting the subscribe button below and being a part of this growing community. I hope you found this video helpful and you're on your way to becoming the Goku in your own life. With love and respect, Yash.